phenomenal what you're achieving and what you continue to achieve. But being able to do that with a loving heart, that must be, I mean, how does that feel internally? Does that also feel that way, or no? Are you like, no, Jay, the success feels way better than that, Jay. You don't get it.
But we had that conversation, and there was a real period in my life that I had to struggle with. We can win, or I can be nice. Pick one, right? And different people pick different things.
Right.
For the type of material world climbing, that I did for a big chunk of my life, it was military minded. We're gonna get that flag to the top of that hill, and you are gonna help or you're not gonna be here, right? So that's one mindset. And then after I got the flag to the hill a couple of times and kept getting the flag to the hill and realized that you don't feel good and you've scorched earth, around you, and you're like, nobody's really happy, And then I started to have to question that mindset. I had one of the greatest runs in Hollywood history, that 8 #1 movies, all over 100 domestic, biggest global movie star, all of that, and my family was miserable, And I had equated winning with happiness, right? It's like, we're winning. What is y'all problem? And the transition from product focus, like military minded, get to the top of that hill. And then I shifted into a mindset, and it was really my kids who brought me out of that. I shift into discovering, like, well, damn, people really care about how they feel, right? And as crazy as that sounds, like, my father wasn't concerned with how I felt, He wasn't concerned with how he felt. He was military minded,